this is Alma, and welcome to my book journey. And thank you for joining me today. Today, I have a little fun video for you. So, as you know, March is just around the corner, and everybody's getting their TBRs together. And I was working on what I'm going to be doing for March. And I think I have like my middle grade stuff ready, what I want to do for middle grade. But I really wanted to try to read like some cozy mysteries for March Mystery Madness. And so I started going through my stuff or my shelves. And last year, I don't think I read any cozy mysteries. I picked up a lot of them with the intent to read them, and I never got around to reading them. So, like I said, I just went through my shelves today and I started looking through and what was a mystery and what wasn't a mystery. And so I have a bunch of them here. And I know I'm not going to be able to read a ton of books next month. Um, because I always set my sights high. But I do want to read maybe one or two at least. So what I wanted to do today is I want to go through all of these with you, and then I'm going to let you all in the comments below pick your favorite one. Pick the one that you think yes, read if you have to read at least one or two, read these one or two, and then I'll look at everybody's comments later on, and then I will pick the one that has the most votes or the one that is mentioned the most, I guess. So it'll be a little fun thing. And so let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Did you that see I'm really bad because I want to read everything, but I can't read everything. But I do want to read a couple, like I said, a couple. And hopefully you've read some of these, or as I'm reading what they're about, you'll think, hey, that sounds pretty good. So let's go ahead and start. And so the first one I have is an Agatha Christie book that I picked up at my book sale, and I picked this up a while back. And this one's called "And Then They Were None." And I'm sure this is one that a lot of people have read. It's been around forever. And so the back of it just says perhaps the greatest mystery novel of all time. Well, and Then They Were Young is Agatha Christie's acclaimed masterpiece of murder and suspense. 10 strangers are gathered together on an isolated island by a mysterious host. One by one, the guests share the darkest secrets of their wicked past. And one by one, they die. Ooh, that sounds pretty cool. I have never read an Agatha Christie book. I picked up this one wanting to read it, but haven't got around to it. And it's pretty short. I mean, it's got little teeny little words, but so there's that one. And then I do have another. I went to the library and somebody I remember. I can't remember where it might have been on Chantel's because I think she reads a lot of Agatha Christie, and I think I had asked in the comments, what Agatha Christie book would people recommend? And this was one of the ones people said. And this one's called The Murder of Roger Ackroyd. And it's just a library copy. So it doesn't have like the back. So I'm going to look it up here and read what it says on Goodreads. It says, considered to be one of Agatha Christie's greatest and also most controversial mysteries, the murder of Roger Ackroyd breaks the rules of traditional mystery. The peaceful English village of King Abbott is stunned. The widow Ferrars dies from an overdose of Vernal. Not 24 hours later, Roger Ackroyd, the man she had planned to marry, is murdered. It is a baffling case involving blackmail and death that taxes Hercule Poirot's little gray cells before he reaches one of the most startling conclusions of his career. Okay, so there's that one. If anybody's read that one. So those are the only two Agatha Christie ones I have. And now this one is considered like a cozy mystery. It's by Janet Ivanovich. And I have heard this. This is another one that she's got a ton of books. And so this is the first one. It's called One for the Money. And it's a novel introducing Stephanie Plum, I guess is our character. And this one says, watch out world, here comes Stephanie Plum, a bounty hunter with attitude. In Stephanie's opinion, toxic waste, rapid drivers, armed schizophrenics, and August heat, humidity, and hydrocarbons are all part of the great adventure of living in Jersey. She's a product of the Burg, a blue collar pocket of Trenton where houses are attached and narrow, and houses are attached and narrow. Cars are American, windows are clean, and God forbid you should be late for dinner is served at 6. So I guess she's a bounty hunter. Hmm. Anybody read any of these? And when I picked these up, I think I actually have, I got ambitious and I think I got the first 3 of this series. Never read any of them. Okay, and then I have this one. Now I did in a recent book haul, I picked up this one. It's called Crowned and Dangerous, a Royal Spinous Mystery. But after when I got it home, I realized it was like pretty far on the list as far as what number it was. So when I went to the library today, I checked out the first one in that series. It's called Her Royal Spinous Solves Her First Case. And so that's this one. And let's see what it says. My ridiculously long name is Lady Victoria Georgiana Charlotte Eugene, daughter of the Duke of Glengarry and Rannoch, and I am, as they say, flat broke. A girl of my standing, that is 34th in line for the throne, is good for only a few things: perfecting my curtsy, hosting feats, and marrying into a noble family for the ever so romantic season of securing allies. So she is a 34th in the line of the throne, and I guess she solves mysteries. And I've heard this series is really good. So there's that one. And then I was just watching somebody's video, and I can't remember whose it was now. And they mentioned this one, so I checked it out from the library. It's called A Most Agreeable A Most Agreeable Murder by Julia Seal. Isn't that a pretty cover? I just think that's a pretty cover too. So this is about it. They say it's a cross between, well, let's see. When a wealthy bachelor drops dead at a ball, a young lady takes on the decidedly improper role of detective in this action-packed debut comedy of manners and murder. That sounds kind of cute. So it's feisty, passionate Beatrice Steele has never fit the definition of a true lady, at least not according to the strict code of conduct that reigns in Swampshire, her small English township. She is terrible at needlework. She also absolutely no musical ability, and her artwork is so bad it frightens people. Okay, she's obsessed with the crime cases that she reads in the paper. So this sounds really cute. So there's that one. This one's an interesting one. This one's called, it's the Psalm 23 Mysteries. The Lord is my shepherd. Has anybody heard of this one? These? And this one's by Debbie, I can't say her last name, Vicky. And so this says, being a church secretary seemed like such a boring job until the bodies started piling up. Ooh. A church secretary, Cindy Preston, prepares for the Easter service. Hi, it's around Easter time. This one might be a good one. She literally stumbles across a dead body in the sanctuary. That sounds really cute. Well, not cute. Somebody died, but I mean, it's, I'm curious to see if anybody's read that. Okay. Now, this one, I didn't even know it was like I said, when I was looking through my stash or my shelves, I didn't know this one was a mystery, but then it says it right there. An Emily Dickinson's mystery. This one's called Because I Could Not Stop for Death. Pretty cover. And this one says Emily Dickinson and her housemaid Willa Noble realize there is nothing poetic about murder in the first book of an all new series from author Amanda Flower. I think she wrote, I'm trying to think. There's a cozy mystery that she wrote that I'm recognizing her name. It says January 1855, Willa Noble couldn't believe her bad luck when she arrived at the Dickerson home in Amherst, Massachusetts, late, soaking wet, and utterly disheveled in the midst of a rainstorm. She knew this was the worst possible start to her ever important job interview for the position of a housemaid. Just as Willa was being politely dismissed by the housekeeper, she was summoned by the soft but strong voice of Emily Dickinson. What began as tenuous employment turns into friendship as the reclusive poet takes Willa under her wing. That sounds really interesting. It says historical mystery. I love historical fiction. And then put a mystery on it, you know, sounds really good. Now, this one is a one that's been talked about on BookTube a lot. It's called The Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman. And this one is about, it says, in a peaceful retirement village, four unlikely friends meet weekly in the jigsaw room to discuss unsolved crimes. Together, they call themselves the Thursday Murder Club. When a local developer is found dead with a mysterious photograph left next to the body, the friends suddenly find themselves in the middle of their first live case. They might be senior citizens, but they are cleverer than most. As the bodies begin to pile up, can our unorthodox but brilliant gang catch the killer before it's too late? So there's that one. I don't know if this is a mystery, considered mystery or suspense. This one's called The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware. I've never read anything by this author. This one just says, let's see what this one says. Doesn't say. It just says, if you're a fan of Agatha Christie, get ready to curl up with this suspenseful mystery. The edge of your seat thriller set on the most beautiful yacht in the world. Anybody read this one? Let me know if it's good. And then this one is called Maisie Dobbs, I believe. This one's called, and this one is an older one, I believe. The Maisie Dobbs series, 2003. This one says Maisie Dobbs got her start as a maid in an aristocratic London household when she was 13. Her employer, suffragette Lady Rowan Compton, soon became her patron, taking the remarkably bright youngster under her wing. Lady Rowan's friend, Maurice Blanche, often retained as an investigator by the European elite, recognized Maisie's intuitive gifts and helped her earn admission to the prestigious Girton College in Cambridge, where Maisie planned to complete her education. So this takes place in 1929 after the Great War. And this is it's a debut novel too for the author. So let me know if anybody's read this one. Now we come to like what people like consider like cozy, really, really cozy. These, because they have like really cute titles. This one's called Batter Off Dead. A country store mystery, add murder to the mix by Maddie Day. This one's, I think I remember why I picked this one up, because it's in Indiana. In South Lick, Indiana, fine foods and classic cookware can be found at Robbie Jordan Pans and Pancakes. Unfortunately, her country store also seems to stock up on murder. It says Robbie and her new husband, Abe, are enjoying a summer evening in the park with fellow townsfolk excited for some Friday night fireworks. In attendance are senior residents from Jupiter Springs Assisted Living, including Roy Bird, father to South Lick's very own police lieutenant Buck Bird. Despite his blindness, Roy is a member of his group home's knitting circle, spending quality time with some lovely ladies. But when the light show ends, one of the knitters who sat with Roy is found dead, a puncture wound in her neck. The poor woman's death echoes that of Buck's mother and Roy's wife, an unsolved homicide. To help find the killer, Robbie's going to have to untangle the naughty relationship steeped in the victim's past. And then it also says includes recipes for you to try. Oh, let's find a recipe. Where's the recipes? Maybe they're in the back. Oh, they are in the back. Oh, quite a few. Yanker doodles. That's kind of cute. So there's that one. And then this one is a seaside and cafe mystery. So maybe it's more summery, maybe. It's called Live and Let Chai by Bree Baker. And this one says, trouble is brewing in Everly's new cafe. Can she bag the culprit? Life hasn't been so sweet for Everly Swan over the past couple of years, but now that she's back in town, back in her seaside hometown, and the proud owner of a little iced tea shop and cafe right on the beach, things are finally starting to look up. That is, until a curmudgeonly customer turns up dead on the boardwalk. So there's that one. And then this one's another one. It's called a first in the new series, a novel idea mystery. Some people will do anything to get published. Buried in a book by Lucy Arlington. And this one says, my first day as an intern at the Novel Idea Literary Agency began with a caramel latte, a stack of 500 query letters, and a dead man. I don't know which was worse, the queries or the corpse. After receiving her first pink slip at the age of 45, former newspaper journalist Lila Wilkins is desperate for work, even if it means taking a pay cut. After combing through the classifieds, Lila accepts an internship at a Novel Idea, a thriving literary agency in the utopia town of Inspiration Valley, North Carolina. Okay. And the last one that I have today, yep, I guess so. This one's called On Borrowed Time, a Library Lover's Mystery by Jen McKinley. And that has a cute little cover there. This one says, when cowboys were riding long and hard on the trail, what did they use as filters for their coffee? I don't know. Loving a good cup of coffee runs in the family for Briar Creek Library Director Lindsay Norris. But when her brother, Jack, a consultant for a coffee company, goes missing, her favorite beverage becomes a key clue in a dangerous mystery. Between preparing for the library for the holidays and juggling the affections of ex-boyfriend Captain Mike Sullivan and her new crush, actor Robbie Vine, Lindsay has her hands full. But the mysterious disappearance of her world-traveling brother takes precedence over all. Okay, that is all of the books that I have. Well, I did have this one, but I don't know. I don't think I'm going to read this one or consider this one because it's so far down in the, let's see, it's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's in the book number 10 in the series. And I'm not, I mean, maybe you don't have to read them in order, but maybe reading that first one would help me like get to know the characters and everything. But it's a cute book. So those are all the books that I have, all the mystery that I have to choose from. So if you would do me a wonderful favor and comment below on if you've read any of these or which one you think sounds the best, put your choice there. And like I said, after a while, I'll look and I'll see who has commented and see which book has the most votes, or which one is mentioned the most, or one or two. I'm going to try to maybe read one or two, seeing how my reading goes. And then I'm going to show these to my husband and see if there's any of these that he would want for me to read to him. this coming March. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me today. Again, don't forget to comment below which one you like the best, and then just come on back. I'm going to be doing my whole March TBR here pretty soon. I'll probably um, have that for you on Monday, and then I will be back at the end of the week of next week. Can't believe, February is just about done, with my final wrap up and see how I did with all of the books that I tried to get in. I've done pretty good. Done pretty good. I've read quite a few good ones this month already. So you have a blessed day, everyone. Have a great day. Bye bye.